Tonight on the Bayou Breakdown, looking ahead to the men's national championship, a Tiger carving it up on the track and in the shop, an LSU tradition with ribs and baseball, and stellar plays from an Angel in the outfield. All this and more, the Bayou Breakdown starts now. Good evening and welcome to the Bayou Breakdown. I'm Kynnedi Banks.
And I'm Santiago Rodriguez.
A Bruins blowout ended the Gamecocks' dream of a national championship. UCLA cruised to a dominant win over South Carolina, taking the title 79-51. It's the first national championship for the team led by senior Gabriela Jaquez, who finished with 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Bruins shot over 40% from behind the arc, whereas the Gamecocks shot just 13% in their loss. This is the second straight year that South Carolina has lost in the national championship.
Looks like it was right to pick UCLA. Kynnedi, what was your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you this one. I really didn't expect South Carolina to go out like this. We've never seen them get blown out by a team. I mean, the shot selection was bad. The shots were bad. All around, it was a really bad game for the Gamecocks. I'm sad.
Yeah, it was definitely impressive. I mean, it felt like UCLA forced them to take those 3 field goals, and they weren't making them at all. So, yeah, it was tough to watch for South Carolina, but definitely cool to watch Gabriela Jaquez, Betts, and all the UCLA girls play like that and win the Natty for the first time.
I'm actually really happy for them, so I'll take this loss. Former LSU star Angel Reese has been traded from the Chicago Sky to the Atlanta Dream.
The trade means that the Sky gets 2 first-round picks, one in 2027 and one in 2028. Both teams will also swap second-rounders in 2028.
During her time with the Sky, Reese was named to the All-Rookie team, 2-time All-Star, and she led the league in rebounding in her first 2 years in the W.
Heading to over men's basketball, the UConn Huskies are going back to the national championship. The Huskies knocked out the Fighting Illini in the Final Four to take the win 71-62. Center Terrence Reed Jr. led the way for UConn with 17 points and 11 rebounds. The Illini, a projected top 10 pick, Keaton Ragler had 20 points and 8 rebounds on the loss. Hurley and his squad are close to the mountaintop, but they cannot take their foot off the gas.
For us, it's not a game that we're just kind of running around in uniforms, throwing the ball around, hoping it goes in. That's not what we're doing out there. We're fighting. It's a life and death struggle for us to get to Monday night, for the opportunity to win a championship, and then just to be able to prolong this season with each other.
With a Natty win, head coach Dan Hurley could become the only active coach with more than 2 national championships.
In the final, UConn takes on the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan beat Arizona in the Final Four and contained the Wildcats in the 91-73 win. Michigan's Ade Mara was the highest scorer in the matchup with 26 points and 9 rebounds. Arizona's Koa Pete had 16 points and 11 assists. First-teamer All-American Yaxo Lindeborg was hurt in the game and only managed just 14 minutes, but he says he'll be ready to go tonight. Wolverine head coach Dusty May is proud of how his team came together to get a win.
I give our guys a lot of credit. They've taken a back seat when they've needed to. They've stepped up when they've needed to, and it's a group that's very bright and they have great self-awareness. And when you have a first-team All-American potential player of the year that just wants to be one of the dudes, it helps everyone else fall in line and just accept their role. And our glue guys were awesome tonight.
Michigan is going for the program's second men's basketball championship with their last in 1989. So, Santiago, who do you got in the Natty?
I mean, I gotta say Michigan. They've been impressive. Nobody was expecting them to beat Arizona, and they came in, blew them out. They were super dominant. It was great seeing the Spaniard play like that, so I'm going to have to take Michigan. What about you?
I'm going to go with UConn. I feel like it's kind of bad karma for me to go against you at this point, but I believe in Dan Hurley, and I really believe at what he's building at the Huskies, and so I'm going to take UConn. And I think it'll be a close matchup, but let's hope UConn pulls this one out.
Yeah, I got to say I had UCLA and Michigan to win in the men's, so it's fun times for me. But now that we talk gymnastics, LSU is making another NCAA title run.
That's right. After winning the Baton Rouge Regional this weekend, LSU Gymnastics is headed to the championship in Fort Worth for its 4th straight appearance. The victory included lights-out performances by Kaylin Chio, who scored another perfect 10 on vault, and Kalia Lincoln, who got her first career 10 on the floor rotation. Head coach Jay Clark is proud of how his team performed and is looking ahead to Fort Worth.
We just got to make sure that we're dialed in and be able to flip the switch more than one day out of two. Super proud of them, super proud of them winning this thing, pushing forward, getting to the semifinals, going back to Fort Worth. That was the ultimate goal, and at the end of the day, we did that whether we won or finished second.
This win marks the 16th regional title in program history for LSU as they hope to take the championship next week in Fort Worth, Texas.
LSU ranks #1 in the country in both men's and women's outdoor track and field.
But with one success on the track, junior Hugh Carlson has found success off the track as a wood carver. Jesse Earls has more on the story.
I've never been a good gift giver, but this is a good touch of creativity to it.
If you look up Hugh Carlson on the internet, you will first be met with clips of him wearing spikes and a track uniform with LSU across the chest. But just by taking a deeper look and finding his Instagram page, there is a link that reveals what you get when he removes his spikes and is given wood, a chainsaw, and free time to express his creativity.
There's a lot of areas in my life right now that are super competitive and super busy, and this is kind of the one area where I get to take control.
The hobby that effectively removes Carlson's stress, wood carving, something he found a love for while taking a class in high school. Some days in between classes and after practice, Carlson likes to go on the side of his house to work on his wooden masterpieces. One of his latest being a tiger head.
As soon as I started doing animal projects, I knew that I was going to have to do a tiger project eventually, it being LSU and all. And I had made one for my friend in August. And it was kind of, that was my first animal project, first 3D face carving. And it's just a lot more work than I expected.
Though Carlson ends up making most of these projects for other people, he does not create them for his own monetary gain, finding more worth in the reactions he receives when giving them to his friends, family, and loved ones.
Some of them have just been really good, and some of them it's been more the reaction of the person that I've given them to. So if we're talking purely just gift giving, I made a jewelry box for my girlfriend for Christmas, and that was probably my most memorable.
If you are interested in checking out Carlson's wood carvings, you can do so on his Carved by Carlson Instagram page, or you will be met by his creative works of art. For Tiger TV, Jesse Earls.
Thanks, Jesse. If you're interested in checking out Carlson's art, be sure to check out his Carved by Carlson's Instagram page.
Now let's take a look at one Tiger that has been chopping up Tennessee pitchers. LSU baseball went up to Knoxville and took the series 2-1 against the Volunteers this weekend. Kadem Arambide wheeled the Tigers to victory with 4 home runs.
I mean, it's crazy. The Tigers came back from down 5-0 to bring it within 1 run in the ninth. After a bad strike call, head coach Jay Johnson was ejected, but that ejection lit a fire in the Tigers. In extras, the Tigers put up 12 runs. Arambide hit 2 home runs in extras. 1 was a grand slam. He became the first Tiger to ever hit a 4-run home run game.
Another Tiger that put up historic performance this weekend was LSU junior shortstop Kylie Edwards that hit the 4 cycle for the second game of the series against Missouri. She became the first Tiger in program history to do so, as she led the team to a 16-4 win in Game 2. It's also her 6th homer in 6 games. LSU finished the series on top of the series 2-1. Edwards hopes to keep up her scorching hot place when she takes on Central Arkansas on Tuesday night. When we come back, reporter Juliette Marino is live from TJ Reeves, where sports fans can catch the Jay Johnson special tonight at 6 p.m. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. If you want to get inside the head of baseball coach Jay Johnson, he's got a radio show that airs live every Monday night from TJ Ribs. Juliette Marino joins us live from TJ Ribs with more about tonight's show. Juliette?
Whether you're from the Baton Rouge area or just an LSU student, you've probably heard of TJ Ribs on Acadian Thruway. Now, it's not just the meals that people come here for. Instead, it's the weekly LSU sports shows that are right behind me that make each meal worth every second.
It's a Monday afternoon in Baton Rouge, and while some may be stuck in rush hour leaving work, others are sitting back and enjoying their evening watching LSU sports shows at TJ Ribs.
It's one of those things that just shows how much we love LSU, the community, and just sports in general.
Robert Vaughn, the district operator of TJ Ribs on Acadian Thruway, is in his 13th year working at the iconic Ribs restaurant near LSU. For over 15 years, customers have gotten the sports atmosphere dating back all the way from the Nick Saban and Les Miles era to now the Kim Mulkey and Jay Johnson tenure at LSU.
We've got some regulars that have been coming in here, sitting at the same tables for 10 years. They want to come in here, they want to get their autographs, they want to get their pictures, they want to get all their digital memorabilia signed. And it makes it a lot of fun and just makes that experience full-fledged.
I've been trying to get this ball signed, and I want Jay Johnson to sign it because I've already got Maneri to sign it and Skip Bertman, so I'm going to get Jay to sign it also.
Luann Bombett, alongside her husband, are a prime example of these fans, taking their dine-in experience to the next level.
So we really came here for the Jay Johnson show. This is our first time here, but apparently all these people here know each other, so it must be a regular crowd that comes every week.
Right now, the baseball show is just incredible. It is packed in here every night. Every day is a little different, so you don't hit that monotony of, oh, it's another day serving food. No, it's another fan, it's another event, it's another thing going on.
As TJ Ribs continues to have its rights to host LSU sports shows, hundreds of fans and LSU legends like the great Skip Bertman and Shaquille O'Neal continue to track through these doors today. And whether you're just here for the Ribs, there's always some form of sports entertainment to come alongside your meal. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Juliette Marino.
Now, with LSU sports being what everyone is raving about these days, fans can still expect TJ Ribs to host these weekly shows like the Jay Johnson and Lane Kiffin show in the fall. Now, keep watching more sports. This time, we're watching Major League Baseball after the break.
Welcome back to the Bayou Breakdown. Let's look at some stellar play by an Angel in the outfield. Angels right fielder Joe Adell wheeled his team to victory in Game 2 of the series against the Mariners. Top of the first, and Kyle Riley hits one towards the wall in the right field, but Adell leaps and makes the catch. In the 8th inning, Josh Naylor unleashes on a slider, and Adell's back at the wall and snags another home run. You thought that was the end? No, it wasn't. Now we're going to go to the 9th, to the top of the 9th, where the Angels are looking to close out. J.P. Crawford pulls one to the foul pole in the right, but none other than Joe Adell stretches out over the wall and saves the day for these Angels. Anaheim took the win 1-0.
Over the weekend, it was a battle between two possible MVPs in the NBA. Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets hosted Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. Jokic led the way for his squad with 40 points, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds, another lights-out game. But for San Antonio, Wembanyama scored 34 points, 18 rebounds, and 5 blocks. In the end, the Nuggets get the narrow victory, 136-134 in overtime. Down in Dallas, the Mavericks hosted the Los Angeles Lakers. Cooper Flagg, fresh off of dropping 50, came back, dropped 45 on the Lakers with 9 assists and 8 rebounds. The Mavericks got out to a big lead early on. But, of course, LeBron was doing his best to keep the Lakers afloat. King James ended with 30 points and 15 assists. Missing 2 stars, the Lakers fall to Flagg and his Mavericks. Dallas takes it 134-128. And next at 5, check out what's going on with women's basketball. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Kim Mulkey has added another coach to the women's basketball staff. Fitzroy Anthony coming over from Miami, elite recruiter. He's exactly what this team needs.
Yeah, and before we leave, quick shout out to Regan Denton, the Australian that finished 4th in the Augusta National Women's Amateur. She will come to LSU next semester.
Yeah, excited to have her. That's all for tonight. I'm Kynnedi Banks.
And I'm Santiago Rodriguez. Have a great night.